So I was reading The Inspired Diabetic by Lyndon Wissart, who is an amazing brother that I've known for some time. And it's an amazing book. He shares his whole story of how and I'm talking about specifically exactly what he did to reverse his diabetes in something like 105 days. Exactly what he did. But there was one bit where he referenced a study that I thought was really interesting.
So on page 162 of the book, it says, for people with type 2 diabetes, losing weight allows them to drain excess fat out of the pancreas and allows function to return to normal, said Professor Roy Taylor of Newcastle University, who also works within Newcastle hospitals. So if you ask how much weight you need to lose to make your diabetes go away, the answer is 1 gram. But that gram needs to be fat from the pancreas. At present, the only way we have to achieve this is by calorie restriction by any means, whether by diet or an operation. So what is interesting is that regardless of your present body weight and how you lose weight, the critical factor in reversing your type 2 diabetes is losing that 1 gram of fat from the pancreas. When you actually go onto the Newcastle University website, there's a page, Reversing Type 2 Diabetes and Ongoing Remission, and it's got public information. Our research has shown that type 2 diabetes is potentially a reversible condition. Type 2 diabetes is caused by a small amount of excess fat inside the liver and inside the pancreas. Weight loss of around 15 kilograms is necessary for most people, but people with type 2 diabetes, yet a normal body mass index, have an excess of hidden fat and should aim to lose around 10% of their body weight.
The reason why I thought this was really interesting is that there is a general misconception that your appearance can tell a lot about the state of your health. And especially when it comes to things like diabetes. Now, definitely, it's definitely the case that a lot of people who are diagnosed with diabetes do need to lose a lot of weight. And as the study mentioned, it can be up to 15 kg for a lot of people who have got type 2 diabetes, a type of diabetes that you develop through your life. However, one of my favorite documentaries is called Simply Raw, Reversing Diabetes in 30 Days. And it follows 6 people who have been diagnosed with diabetes that they're not able to control without medication or injections. And they are all put on a raw food diet and they all reverse their diabetes. And 2 of those participants who had uncontrolled blood sugar levels were both slender, if not slim. I mean, Lyndon himself wasn't exactly huge when he was diagnosed with diabetes. And again, just that conception, that perception that because I'm slim or because they're slim, they're going to be healthy, it's dangerous because if you're not looking after yourself, whether you're bigger or smaller, that is what is going to determine how well your organs function. And the health of your pancreas is what's most important. And in the book, Lyndon gives lots of advice as to how you can look after your pancreas, because it's your pancreas that controls how your insulin is being released. And just 1 gram of fat can make the difference as far as your pancreas is concerned as to whether it functions well enough or not. And yes, you do need to lose a lot of weight in some instances for your pancreas to be able to lose weight, but sometimes you're already slim. So don't let that fool you. If you've got the symptoms, if you think you could be, if you follow the same diet as your relatives, your older relatives who had diabetes, I would strongly recommend you get this book. It's a brilliant book. I found that part of it really interesting. But again, he shares his exact story. So if you want to reverse your diabetes, which is possible, University of Newcastle said it was, Simply Raw said it was, this young man is proof that it is possible to reverse your diabetes. I would highly recommend you get yourself this book.